Hey everyone, my name is Sierra and I am fat.
No way.
Is yes. Okay. So a lot of people think that fat is a cuss word. I almost said curse word. People think that it's a cuss word and it's not. It's just a thing that you are. I mean, there's no way of going around it. If you're fat, you're fat. You know what I mean? Okay, glad you do. I think fat is only an issue when it starts to affect either your mental health or your physical health. And what I mean by mental health is if you're depressed by your weight, if you feel like you're just at this point in your life and you don't want to continue, that's when it's an issue. For physical health, I'm talking about like if we'll use me for an example. So I have asthma, which a lot of it is because of allergies, but I think that my asthma would be so much better if I lost weight. So there's that. I have sleep apnea, which is kind of like where you stop breathing at night. So there's that. And also I have high cholesterol. My doctor, since I'm so young, I'm 20 years old by the way. So since I'm so young, my doctors are like, we'll just wait to give you the high cholesterol medicine because it damages your liver. And that's so sad because, y'all, I'm 20. Anyway, so that is what I want to say about that. So mentally, I'm good. It used to be where I was not okay, and I hated my life. I felt like people treated me different because I was fat, which they do, but it actually used to like affect me. And now I don't really care what people think about me. I don't really care what guys think about me. Nothing like that. I got too much stuff going on to be caring about that. So the reason I'm doing this is more for a lifestyle change. I'm trying to build myself up to eventually probably eating like unprocessed foods. Hopefully that's my goal, is just completely unprocessed foods. And I just want to get healthier for me and my daughter. But also I'm doing it for a lifestyle change, but as for now, I'm trying to lose weight because I'm having issues like even just walking up the stairs is like a battle for me. Like once I get at the top of the stairs, I'm out of breath and it's just sad and I'm just tired of it basically. So this is actually almost week 3 for me, but I'm just now kind of doing the video thing. I think that the video thing will benefit me because it'll like force me to do this, but also I think it'll benefit other people because maybe you can learn from my mistakes. And I know that there is tons and tons and tons of videos out there about weight loss and blah 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 blah, but some of the videos are like only after they lose the weight, and I feel like it's better when you're like, it's harder when you see like a skinny person explain like how they used to be fat and you're like, can you imagine you fat? So maybe hopefully videos maybe like on your week 1 you can kind of like come on with me, just do this with me, or maybe this will help you guys with tips, maybe what didn't work for me, what worked for me, because everybody's body is different and everybody loses weight differently. So, yeah. So I'm going to kind of talk about my weight. When I did start this on January 4th, I weighed 287.2. My highest has probably been 297, but I've kind of been like on and off diet, so I think that kind of helped me a little bit. Yeah, and I also measured myself, so I might put my measurements somewhere in this video. So now I'm just going to kind of talk about my week 1, my week 2, and I'm going to talk about my week 3 and what I've kind of changed. So my week 1, let me tell you what my goals were for week 1. They were 1900 calories. I'm not counting carbs or fats or anything like that because I'm trying to eat whole foods. I'm trying to, like, if I'm eating healthy fat, it's okay. If I'm eating healthy sugars, it's okay. So that's what my mindset is. So I was drinking about 60 to 80 ounces of water, which that's a good start when I used to drink no water. So I did make a lot of healthier choices. I wasn't eating like cakes and fried foods and things like that. The one thing I will say about week 1 is I ate fried eggs, and I would cook it in like olive oil, and I wasn't counting that oil as my calories, and I probably should have. And I exercised. Me and my friends would go out and we would walk 2.5 miles every day because it was really pretty here. And it actually started getting ugly, so week 2, and plus we started back at school. It's all my college friends, so like we all started back to school and stuff like that, so it's a little bit harder when it's cold and you're trying to get back on routine. So after week 1, I ended up losing around 5 pounds. I can't remember the exact weight it was, but yeah, I lost like 5 pounds. So week 2, or maybe it was only like 4 pounds, but anyway, so on week 2, I was kind of full of myself at that point, and I was like, if I drop down my calories even more, then I'll probably lose even more weight. So I was like so stoked about that. So actually, just kind of a pause. So on week 2, I only usually weighed in on Thursdays, but for the week 2, I weighed in on Monday because I found out that my scale did like body weight, body fat, body water, and bone mass or something like that. So I was playing around with it, and when I played around with it, I stepped on it and I found out that I had lost 7.7 pounds, and I was so happy, like from the beginning weight, and I was so happy. I was down to 279.5, and I was like, this is so easy, I'm gonna lose so much weight. So yeah, and what I ended up doing was for the rest of those 3 days, because it was day 10, so for day 11, 12, 13, and on 14, I was like, okay, like I got this, and I was eating like 1,000 calories to like 1,300 calories, but I was making like horrible decisions within those 4 days, and when it came to weigh-in day, I ended up gaining like 4 pounds back, or 3 or something. I was like 282.7, so I went to 279.5 to 282.7, and I was so discouraged because I was like, here I am, and I bumped up my water for week 2 to 100 ounces. I was like, here I am eating 1,300 calories, if that. Like most of the time I was eating less than that, and making more or drinking more water. But the thing is, I also stopped exercising as much. Like I would still exercise, but not like I did with the 2.5 miles. So maybe it was, not exercising. Maybe it was because I bumped up my water. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I don't know if it was because I made bad choices, but I was still staying under my calories. So like I was still eating like 1,000 to 1,300 calories even with my bad choices. So it kind of made me discouraged, but then I remembered that I was also doing this for just to be healthy. So yeah. And now I'm going to talk about what I'm doing for week 3. For week 3 on Friday, I can't remember. So I started drinking 150 ounces of water. But the thing with my water is I was putting those little packets of sweetener, like the 0 calorie, 0 sugar, like artificial sweetener things in it. And my lower stomach started hurting like so bad, and it was horrible. Like every time I peed, it felt like somebody was like wringing out my bladder. Like it hurt so bad, And I was like, well, maybe it's just because I'm drinking more water and my bladder's just not used to it. I don't know what it was, but I started researching it. And artificial sweeteners, they have lots of chemicals in them. You can actually gain weight from them. They're just bad for you. So I started drinking, this is actually just today. I looked up like things that I could put in my water because I don't like just straight up water. So this is just oranges and blueberries. So I'm drinking that. This is only 24 ounces, so yeah. But that's one thing I'm gonna like try to do. Also, I'm gonna try to eat just 3 meals a day and like 2 snacks instead of eating just completely throughout the day. So next, I realized that I wasn't making the best decision with what I was cooking my food in, so now I just use this avocado oil spray, and I use this to cook my food in now. It's expensive, but I'd rather pay a little bit more than putting like straight up olive oil in like with what I fry my foods in. And the next thing I did was, it's a little dirty, like there's like stuff on it, but I got a scale thing that I can like weigh my food with because I wasn't really sure. It was like how many, oh by the way, I know this is so blasphemous, but I've been using MyFitnessPal, and it's like how many ounces of chicken did you eat, and I was like guessing, and comes to find out that you can eat, I was eating probably more calories than I thought I did because I didn't realize how many ounces I was eating, or I don't say how many grams are you eating. So I got this off Amazon. It was $10, and so I've been using this and weighing my food out. So yeah, that's basically all I've been doing. I'm gonna do some like sexy body shots, you guys. Just a little like disclaimer or whatever, if you don't like fat bodies, I am going to be in a sports bra and shorts just so you guys can get the full effect of it. But if you don't like it, then go ahead and click out of this video. So yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to be doing another weigh-in next Sunday. I'm going to put a picture of what I weigh now, which is like 281.4 or something like that. So I have kind of like lost a pound or whatever since Thursday. But yeah, so I just wanted to tell you guys what was going on. My next video, I'm going to kind of go more into depth on how I'm feeling and if I have energy and blah blah blah. If I probably won't. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you next time. Bye.